What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about Game of Thrones critics petition Benioff and Weiss not to ruin Star Wars. So like I said, this whole entire fallout is all going to just continue because Benioff and Weiss are now moving over to Star Wars. So that petition from Game of Thrones to remake season 8, which is never going to happen, but the petition gained like 1.5 million subs, which is hilarious. And now we've got this petition that's going to carry over to Star Wars, just like I said that was going to happen. So this is from the New York Post. Game of Thrones critics petition Benioff and Weiss not to ruin Star Wars. Thousands of critics of Game of Thrones just ended final season have signed petitions to keep two showrunners from making the next Star Wars film as planned. Petitioners are urging Disney to kick the pair off the upcoming project so they won't ruin that one too. Putting the Game of Thrones writers Benioff and Weiss in charge of Star Wars is not only a controversial decision, but a mistake, plain and simple, reads one petition on change.org, which has been signed by nearly 12,000 people by Saturday night. Meanwhile, a similar petition on onepetitionsite.com was nearing its goal of 6,000 signatures. Like many Game of Thrones fans, I was dismayed at how last season was written and felt rushed and sloppy, that petition reads. But now I'm really worried because I just learned that the next Star Wars movie will be made by the same people. Disney announced earlier this month that it will produce 3 more Star Wars films, which will reach theaters starting in 2022, with Benioff and Weiss writing and producing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's only been one that's confirmed that Benioff and Weiss are doing, but I mean, I think that initially it was announced it was going to be a trilogy, but they've only, with the actual green lighting of the film, I think they've only confirmed that they're doing the first one right now. Either way, Lucasfilm doesn't know what they're doing, and this is funny because, again, this is exactly what I said, that this fallout from Season 8 is going to have such long-lasting effects because of the fact that Benioff and Weiss are moving on to Star Wars, and it's kind of widely believed at this point that the reason that Season 8 was so painfully bad and felt so rushed was because Benioff and Weiss really lost focus, didn't care, they just wanted to mail it in, hurry up, get this season done, not put a lot of creativity in it because they were so focused on moving on to Star Wars, and that is not going to make anybody happy because the majority of people that watched Game of Thrones are probably into Star Wars as well. And I'm sure a lot of people that are into Star Wars, that the carryover from Game of Thrones, are also understanding of what's going on with Lucasfilm and how so many bad things have been happening since The Last Jedi, with Solo, Star Wars Resistance, all of the problems with the video game side of things. I'm sure a lot of those Star Wars fans are already aware of that. So now they're looking at this going, this is going to be another disaster. You guys left this thing in shambles. This amazing once all-time great show. You just threw it in the garbage. You wasted all of our time, all of that anticipation, all of that build-up, and you just rushed it, and you just threw stuff together because you were too lazy to do anything creative. And now with the fact that they've been exposed from the creative side and the creative process with Game of Thrones Season 8, moving right into what's rumored to be a potential Knights of the Old Republic, but again, that has not been confirmed, and there's other stories going on with Knights of the Old Republic that might counter that, but either way, we don't know yet. So it's all just speculation as to what era of Star Wars they're going to be involved in, but if you bring the Knights of the Old Republic era into that, that's going to be such a massive concern. Such a massive concern for Star Wars fans. So I want to pay attention to this petition. I want to see if it's going to get real traction like the other one did with the 1.5 million signatures, which is amazing. It makes me so happy to see stuff like that going on. And I do appreciate the fact that there's so much passion out there. I've always kind of laughed at petitions, but I mean, I'm still laughing at these petitions too, but laughing for a different reason because the amount of numbers that some of these petitions are getting, again, I don't expect any of these petitions to actually make anything happen. So I want to be clear about that. They're not going to remake Season 8 of Game of Thrones because 1.5 million people signed a goddamn petition. I understand that. That's not what this is about. But it shows the level of how many people they've upset. And I'm going to be paying attention to this petition. I will link this petition below in the description, so if you guys want to go check it out. It's going to be fun. So again, the Game of Thrones controversy is going to have such long legs because of the Star Wars impact and the fact that these guys are leaving one thing that they've destroyed and they're moving into something else that's already in a controversial circumstance with Lucasfilm and everything going on with Star Wars. It's just beautiful. This is beautiful. So anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Check out the petition if you want. And if you don't do petitions, then screw it. Just say, screw it, it's stupid, and I'm not going to sign it. Then it's fine, too. You have the right to do whatever you want, as long as it's not illegal. Have a great day. Talk to you later.